Mr. Speaker, the minister will have to donate $300,000 that he's made today and $10,000 since question period started to charity. In fact, the day after C-27 was introduced, shares in Morneau Shepell rose sharply by 5%. By his own admission, the finance minister has made $5.5 million on his Morneau Shepell stock alone since he was elected. The ethics commissioner is concerned enough that she's now investigating the minister's involvement in Bill C-27. How could the minister betray Canadians like this for his own financial gain and that of his family business?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I've mentioned, the Finance Minister has always worked in a forthcoming manner with the Ethics Commissioner, has followed a recommendation, one of which was to set up a conflict of interest screen, which has been in place and which has been described by the Ethics Commissioner as the best measure of compliance possible, a measure that was good enough for the member from Milton, that was good enough for Denis Lebel back when he was in Cabinet. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable member for Barrie-Innisfil.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's clear that the minister sought no advice from Mrs. Dawson when he was involved and introduced Bill C-27. The minister would have us believe that everything is all right and that he's followed all the rules and disclosed everything to the Ethics Commissioner. Well, she wouldn't be investigating the minister if that was the case. Mr. Speaker, either the minister failed to disclose all of his assets to the Ethics Commissioner, or what is becoming increasingly clear is he willfully and knowingly ignored her advice. Which is
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. No, he did not. He always followed the Ethics Commissioner's recommendations, which was back 2 years ago when he took office, when he met with the Ethics Commissioner to put in place a conflict of interest screen, which has been in place, which was good enough for their ministers back when they were in office. Mr. Speaker, now the Finance Minister has announced he'd go even further, divesting himself of all shares in Morneau Shepell, placing his assets in a blind trust, donating to charity, so that he can focus on the important work that he's been doing for the last 2 years, serving the public, growing this economy, something they've never been able to achieve.